Now to a story you'll only see here on 7. We are learning more about a sex party held at the home of a veteran defense attorney in Grosse Pointe Farms last month. That attorney is charged with felony drug possession and is set to be back in court tomorrow. 7 investigator Jim Kirchner is live in Grosse Pointe Farms with more on this story and the police evidence you'll only see here on 7. So, Jim, what have you uncovered so far?
Carolyn, just when you think this couldn't get any more strange, you're going to see this longtime defense attorney on police body cam video while he's sitting here right on his front porch trying to talk his way out of this, changing his story several times. And it started with police when one of the women was running down the street here half naked last month. We're talking about attorney, check him out, Don Cherry. He's been in court once on this case already, and take a look at his mugshot right after he was arrested. According to the police investigation, 2 young women came to his house for a sex party and to do some drugs. There was a altercation between one of the women and Cherry. One of the women ended up with some cuts, according to the police report. And this started with a 911 call when Don Cherry was later then questioned by police.
911, what's your emergency? There's a young woman walking down the street ripping her clothes off and appears to be maybe intoxicated or on something.
No idea what set her off, why she went nutty?
I'm not sure.
Not sure?
No.
Okay.
Unless her intentions were bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Were your intentions bad?
No, my intentions were bad.
Now, coming up on 7 Action News at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a lot more of that police video evidence. I can tell you we knocked on his door here this afternoon to try to get some reaction from Don Cherry. That door is open, but he did not answer. We also reached out to his defense attorney, who has not responded, but we will have much more on this for you coming up at 6 o'clock, only here on 7.
I would like to thank Brian Dupree for tagging me in this post. And when I first saw this guy's image, I almost jumped. I feel like my soul almost leaped out of my body, because this is not a site that you'd want to get tagged in. And usually when I see a crazy looking mugshot, I already know that the story is going to be crazy right behind it. So basically, this guy, whose name is Don Cherry, was a former judge. They pretty much got exposed for having drug-induced or drug-fueled sex parties. First off, let me just start off by saying, ew. You have to be pretty damn desperate to go to a sex party that has drugs involved with a thing that looks like that. But I mean, I guess when they say money talks, bullshit walks, I mean, he's a former judge, so I'm sure he probably has a good amount of change stored somewhere in various bank accounts. So people will do just about anything. And listening to him talk, he sounds just as I would imagine how he looked in his picture. So he talks like, or sounds like, something straight out of a horror movie, like he just came up from maybe a 100-year nap. Voice all toad-like and whatnot. Like it's crazy. But this story is just very, y'all could look at and see the look on my face as I'm talking about this right now. It's very disgusting. Like, it's really disturbing, but also not surprising, because these kinds of parties and stuff like that happen all the time, especially in Hollywood. Even though this is not Hollywood, but this kind of stuff happens all the time. I mean, the caller says she saw somebody walking down the street naked and looked like she was intoxicated. Now, here's where his little privilege come in. Had this been a black judge that been even just accused of doing something like this, they would probably have them in jail right now. This guy is actually able to be outside of jail while they have evidence to prove that he's actually having these kinds of parties. And he's in a residential neighborhood, so he's around other people. There could be kids living in that neighborhood, and he's treating his house like it's a revolving door of fuckery. I can't even look at his picture while I'm doing the story. I'm looking away. I'm actually looking almost pretty much directly into the mic as I'm talking, because this picture scares the fuck out of me. It does. And I know some people going to be in the comments saying, Tarean, why didn't you warn us before you showed us the picture? It's kind of hard to actually do something like that. I mean, I could, but then it would be pointless because the picture will already be up. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this story down in the comments. Oh, and by the way, my mistake. I said he was a judge. He's a former criminal defense attorney. Either way, he has something connected to the court system. Looks like he's going to need an attorney for what he has going on, unless he plans on representing himself. But this story right here is just very crazy. It's very chaotic. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links to the article and my contact will be in the description, and links to the shirts will be pinned to the comments below. I'll talk to you in the next one.